Hi Creative Stampers, thank you for joining me today. We are going to make this Valentine's card. I got the idea from Dawn. She is my upline. Dawn was Stamping Thoughts. She had done a card like this at Christmas time with a reindeer on it. And I thought, why not give it a try for Valentine's Day. Behind the heart is a little votive candle, battery operated of course. And you put it in there, and I don't know if you can see the little flickering light, but it flickers. So after you give your card, whoever you give it to can leave it out and enjoy it. Okay, to start, we need our card base is 4 1/4 by 11. We are going to score it at 5 1/2. This right here is our new cutter. I absolutely love it. You have two blades. You have the cutting blade, which is the darker one, and then you have the scoring blade. Go ahead and score it at 5 1/2. Give it a good fold. Next, you're going to line the score line up in the end of your paper. So score line and then the end, and then you are going to score it. And go ahead and give it a good crease. You're going to need your large oval punch. Slide your oval punch in, slide it to the score line, move it down just a little bit. Make sure your punch is all the way in. Have it right below the score line and punch it out. Next, you'll take your other sheet, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That will lay right over the top of that. You want to go ahead and line it up perfectly. Flip it over. Make sure everything is straight. Take a pencil and draw a circle and cut out your next oval. And that will lay perfectly over top of that oval. Your next layer is 4 by 5 1/4. You want to line that up to how you like it. I can never get my line straight. Flip it over. My husband tells me that's what makes my card so unique. Flip it over, and again, draw your circle and punch out your oval. And again, that will line right over top of your oval. Your next layer, you're going to line it up and again do the same thing. Okay, and then you have all of your layers. You want to take your embossing folder. You are going to go ahead and run it through your Big Shot. Using no tabs, lay down your cutting plate and then your cutting plate on top and run it through. Okay, sorry about that. So I've embossed my oval. That way it just gives it a little bit of dimension. What I then want to do is I am going to take my Happy Valentine's Day. This is from Teeny Tiny Wishes, my embossing buddy. And we are going to emboss Happy Valentine's Day. And take the Versamark, wherever it may be. There it is. take the Versamark. We are going to go ahead and rub this across the top. This way it prevents any of your embossing powder from sticking to your paper. Go ahead and stamp your image. A scrap piece of paper. This is Pool Party embossing powder from our spring catalog. Love it. Put the lid on that, I know I would spill it. Take your heat tool, put it on the second setting. Happy Valentine's Day. I've already embossed the heart. This is on our vellum cardstock. I've already embossed that. You're going to go ahead and line that up in the center using your snail. Just run a couple little strips. Line up your heart. You don't have to worry about lining the paper up perfect. We'll cut any excess off. Alright, next what we're going to do is we're going to line the primrose petals. I went ahead and I used the snail. Go ahead and give that a good press. There's that layer. Now with this layer, you want to only put your adhesive down on the bottom. This way it will give your Easel Card the bend that it needs. And just go ahead and line that up. And there we are so far. This part I've already done for you. This is a little strip that you need. I used the primrose petals and the More Amore. This is also in our spring catalog. Super cute Valentine's paper. Your first strip is cut at 1 3/4 by 3 inches, and the second one is 1 1/2 by 3 1/2, and that will lay right over top there. We are going to go ahead and use the Pool Party ribbon. Just cut a small strip. Line it up on the back. Just take a little bit of snail. Sometimes use the cheater method and you use Scotch tape. My table's pretty messy. Cannot find the Scotch tape at the moment. Line that up like that and go ahead and attach your little strip. You can place it anywhere you want on this portion. There you go. I'm just going to take a little piece. And there you go. Now for the inside of your card, right on the inside of your card, you'll go ahead and do the inside. Line that up, and then we have another strip we're going to put along the bottom. This strip is cut by 2 by 5 1/4. And there you go. Now to make the little piece that will set down, I just use my little ovals extra that I have. I also have little heart paper left over, Very Vanilla, that I use as well. And what we'll do is we'll put our little sentiment here on the inside. We're going to use the I Love You from the My Little Valentine. These are really super cute. And again, we are going to emboss that as well. Go ahead and do that first. Oops, I'm sorry. I want the scalloped oval for this portion, and this piece of paper is not going to be big enough. Just going to go ahead and get that, push that out. We'll line that up on top. I got a little bit of adhesive on this. I don't know if a lot of you know about our adhesive eraser. Love this little tool. You just rub it over where you ended up getting adhesive, and it rubs right off. Love that, because I usually end up getting adhesive everywhere. And then your small oval, and punch that out. Then I'm going to take a couple dimensionals. Just going to use the 1/2 of one for the I Love You. Stick that on top, and 2 of them for here. Place that on your easel card. That will help hold your easel in place. Put your little votive candle in there, and you're ready to show your Valentine how much you care. Again, thank you for stopping by.